Hey, hi, Tech. What's up? How are you doing? Now we got your sound.
Hey!
Hey! Whoa, we're here listening to a very cool music from Elden Ring E3 trailer. And it has no point, nothing related to what we're gonna do. As you can read, Upsil new record on BASARAN. But are we talking about what? HTA BASARAN or this person's BASARAN or something like this, Tic Tac?
No, it's NTA. Hammer's
What?
record was beaten.
What? Oh my god, this is...
The most amazing record on Bio leaderboards has been beaten with hopefully an even more amazing record. This is history right here.
Yeah, by 2 seconds, more than 2 seconds actually. History happening. Really, really impressive. So I guess we're gonna check it out right here, right now. So yeah, it was submitted earlier today, and enjoy.
This is the first time where I'm watching this, by the way. So I'm excited.
It will be very short.
Well, as you would expect in ILs. Okay, instant jump step, no cancel. Interesting.
No jump, no cancel here. Another,
One,
another,
2,
another.
3. Jesus Christ. And there's delay on that even. Are you serious? He just didn't care. He just stabbed him.
The last one is like... What the fuck? It's a bit like... I'm happy because now we have 2 IL world records like this, with like a moment where you really think you're clearly losing time with the Phalanx one. Phalanx also has like a sort of wacky moment like this. But yeah, let's check it out again, honestly. If,
Yeah, the thing about these records is that when you're so precise with like the animation cancels and stuff, there's only so much you can do right, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like everything has to line up. And I think the way this works actually is since he gets like that little stab at first, he forces like that little BASARAN animation that you can also use to get plants easily, and I think that one, the way BASARAN is there, kind of makes the cancels easier. It's so weird.
And
Understanding was cooler, but the whole run before was amazing. Well, that's the thing, like, if he didn't have that one thing that went wrong, this would have been by far better than Hammer's record. But it's still very cool because it just keeps going. Like, we were talking about how the task before that was literally slower, and they only recently made on it slightly faster.
Yeah. No, honestly, if we see all the jump stab, here there is kind of... Oh, and he resets the weapon with that aura. That was super interesting, I didn't notice. So here...
The get the right animation, probably. Yeah.
Chaining all of those is crazy, and so he's pushed very far, but has this like animation here, and look all the time it takes to pass jump stab. And honestly, if like, I don't know if that's possible or if you can like get lucky on this last jump stab here that would not push you too far, but you stay like on the forehead.
You'd have to like grab the fur instantly after that last jump stab, so, you know, to stay on.
I will try
and
to
then you could
time...
maybe shear upon even.
I will try to time the moment where he could be... I mean, you see we're under 23. All that time here, if he was already... if he didn't move away from the forehead, it could have been on the same fast jump stab he's gonna do. But like 2 seconds before, honestly. I don't know if that's possible, but I know, again, it's like so crazy to talk about optimization with such a record.
Yeah, it's like the usual thing with ILs. This guy literally jump stab cancels like 4 stabs in a row. And we're like, oh, but the last one, that wasn't so great.
And,
you know?
Yeah, and what I find super interesting is how so far the leads we had, like showing that maybe beating Hammer was possible in a way, was much more like, much closer to the TAS. Sazelis, we can watch it again, no problem. Up in normal speed. And yeah, I mean, what we've seen so far, and you know, I did a few cancel jump stabs like this with the forehead, but to the edge of the head. And like
Mhm.
these are things that can happen here. For example, you do the first jump stab, and you can have like being a bit very much at the front, and have a sort of edge jump stab cancel.
Mhm.
And this is like very similar to the TAS things we've seen, and how the TAS is like 23 seconds now, I think. So I wasn't expecting at all these jump step cancels we see here. It's like super surprising, honestly. Very
Yeah, that's
impressive.
a thing though. Like on Twitter, if you followed Upsil, he's been showing how
Yeah,
he developed that technique further and
exactly.
further. First, like just doing the quick stab
These
to
two
get
at
the
first, yeah.
animation and then canceling. I think even a couple months ago, you saw him experimenting with it, but just like in a casual sense, and everyone was like, "Oh, that was insane!" Like if it was some one-off thing. Like imagine if you did that in a run, and then the guy just develops it further and further and just does it in a run. That's like absolutely insane. Like, and there's a lot of optimization in there as well. Like that little stab he does to get the animation was half a stab, as much as you need, you know,
Yeah.
and just beautiful. If it wasn't for that little stutter, this would have been literally perfect and unbeatable, probably.
Yeah. I mean, the jump stab cancels are just super impressive, and how he. Okay, it's because everything is depending on like so much, but it's truly showing how Basaran is so rich, and like there are so many ways to approach it. It's
Yeah, I actually remember like when the world record was like by Stormglad and it was like 30 point something seconds. And then Marcelo gets to 28 and everyone was like, oh wow, that's crazy, you know?
yeah,
And then Hammer just got this insane run in comparison. And everyone said this is the best run ever. But like, this just shows that you can go further and further.
yeah,
Like if we go
definitely.
back to like Storm's run in comparison, that one was like still very cool, but a lot more casual in comparison.
Yeah,
Like this run has been a world record for so long because no one even got close to that level, but now we see like more people get like further in development of those ILs.
yeah,
You know, basically Cecily's like there is an animation that Basaran does that we haven't even thought before, but Upsil figured out that if during that animation you do those quick jump steps in a row, you can just cancel them. And I think I made a video recently on how to do the quick jump steps in general, but this is a much higher level.
okay, he's doing that. Oh putain, I totally forgot. But there are so many ways to do Basaran, honestly.
Yeah, and this one seemed good, you know, at the time, because he got 4 stabs in.
Yeah,
Back then that was like insane.
yeah.
But like now it's just
And
nothing at all.
this last stab was super impressive, and it looked insane, I remember. Aye.
And in comparison, like the development,
We had then Odawara. We could
yeah,
check them
he
all,
improved it
honestly.
slightly, but like with a much more, you know, standard approach, I'd even say.
Yeah.
But that one was just a very clean standard execution.
With, yeah, isn't it with a lot of plant?
He basically gets like the instant jump stab and goes from there. And that's when Odawara basically took all the NTA records in a row, and
Yeah.
that one took him a long time actually. He had trouble with BASARAN, I remember him saying that.
So Odawara now. And then the jump stab wasn't even cancelled. Oh, another jump stab not cancelled. And then plant. Ah no, jump stab. Ah oui, okay, yeah.
So basically, it was kind of like
oui, with this
4
jump
stabs,
stab,
but this one, yeah.
with this jump stab, which is kind of special. Okay, it was pretty fancy. Look at this one. They are so different, all of them. All the top leaderboard of Basaran is so rich. Everyone had to develop their own technique. Very impressive, honestly. Yeah.
And if you look at like Marcelo's thing, that was like the first time we saw like a little variation to that like standard concept. where
Yeah.
he basically, I think, I think I think he cancelled like the back animation the first
He has a
time.
jump stab cancel that pushes him like on the jaw, on Basaran's jaw. I remember very well because mine is to develop my thing. I kind of got very inspired by Marcelo here, and yeah. Oh putain, he has a great quality video. Oula. Okay. What? Let's not do this. All right. Dude.
It's all about the presentation for Marcelo, isn't it?
Okay, I think we're gonna do something like this. So, and yeah, like most of the play. Ah oui, yeah, he has a very high jump stab launch.
I think he did like those cycle stabs very well the first time.
And this
so he
jump
was
stab
able
is,
to
yeah, you see?
go around, cancel the back animation, and just do two quick stabs again.
Yeah.
That was like the big difference.
He's very... I like the style of this one, to be honest. It's a series of like cycle stab plants slash...
Yeah, and then like I remember Church found like a way to cancel the first jump stab like in a different way, and Hammer used that to improve on this one even.
Yeah.
With like a lot more jump stab cancels, and that was like an insane thing back then.
Okay, and Hammers. That one of the craziest thing most runners, most players have seen on.
Yeah, a lot of people basically said this is the IL run to watch if you watch any kind of run. Yeah. Among the best together with his Kuro. And it still stands out because like the ending is insane and it was planned like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, instead of the instant jump stab, he just cancels it on this one. Does a cycle stab, another cycle stab, another cycle stab.
He has super fast cycle stabs basically. And this...
And jump stab cancel into jump stab. Yep.
And that jump stab cancel using the head movement, like the dynamism of his routing is like super epic and like kind of growing, you know, has something very I don't know,
special about it. Like it feels so well put together.
Yeah.
Like a choreography of some sort.
Yeah, it looks like very fluid and.
And then Upsil comes along and just cancels every stab, you know, just like that, you know, and then we can go back to like back to zero, trying to get further from there.
Yeah, Upla here, I think. Yeah.
At least with the meme, so lucky.
Yeah. Okay, once again.
It's also the special Japanese aggro, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think we have that skin.
Okay, the way he stands to switch weapon here.
Oh god, this is so quick compared to the others. That's why he can afford to lose time.
Compared to the TAS, this is what's totally crazy. I need to find the TAS link you've shared earlier. JK, yeah. Here it is.
Yeah, like I'm not sure on the last step. Maybe if on the last like little second he could have grabbed. Imagine he grabbed with her, let go, and Shirapon stabbed instantly. That would have been like a 22 of lower even.
Okay, so that was a TAS on PS2. No, it's not. Sorry.
There is some more.
Sorry.
Isn't there a more updated TAS?
Yeah, it's not the one. It's Fedra.
Give me a second. There was a more updated one. I can find it real quick. On this website, yeah. This might be it, yeah.
Come on. Okay. Yeah, so that's
the
best.
That one was the older one, yeah.
Yeah, that's the 2315.
I'm actually interested if it's the same
Oh,
approach.
putain, this, you see? Exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Like the edge jump stab cancels, it's a series of those. Look, it's only
Yeah.
this. It's like the Joe jump used in Myron. A bit. Very similar.
I mean, I can see how this is impressive, but this is actually slower than Upsil.
Yeah. This is totally crazy.
This is way more crazy, but Upsil just does them in a row like that. Like, Upsil sways faster. It's insane.
Non mais enfin...
Upsil's literally better than Taz.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Like,
Yeah.
if you compare the speed,
Had a
at which it
better
goes.
approach. But he was talking about how the 60 FPS helped him, and is that possible on the PS2 version actually? That's the question.
I don't know, I don't think so, honestly, because this is like some kind of weird 60
The
FPS
fast,
movement.
yeah, the fast jump stabs are really fast, so I think PS2 couldn't be that fast.
PS2 just has the lag in there as well. And I think the physics work a bit differently. But
Anyway,
who knows?
something huge today. We will always remember Hammer, and definitely has a kind of just a different run, but just as impressive, just as far, just as inaccessible personally.
God.
Yeah,
He's
super
just
impressive.
brute forcing it. Wow.
You can actually, the sound of it is kind of shocking, because it goes just excessively too. You hear the sound of stabs
Yeah.
way too close, you know, like even on any Colossus, like it's just no. That's
The only thing I can think of is Dirge with the sand jump stabs, you know, where you kind of do them like that.
Yeah, true.
On hard, for example. This is the highest DPS. I think this is just about as fast as Dirge, if you do Dirge right.
Interesting. That's.
But maybe this is faster because BASARAN is going into like the stabs. The movement helps there to cancel them faster.
Okie dokie. Bon. Let's end this video here. Thanks for watching, and GG's again to Upsil, who's gonna win all the awards, I think, this year, even the Eco and TLG ones. And all right.
Hey, I'm the most
JK.
memed still, okay? I have that title. The only thing I have to do is to get tic-tac at GDQ, and then I got everything.
Yeah, you can rob Upsil all the prices. Well, thanks for watching again, and see you later. Bye-bye.
GG Upsil, see everyone.